All right. Last night that was a rough game to watch. The Clemson Louisville game. Clemson won 20-19. Just to summarize it, the teams combined, I think, with three for 24 on third down. Uh, Clemson twice fumble the ball on the goal line. They escaped with the win. Missed kicks. Louisville. You had Louisville Cooper Denby missed a late 50-yard field goal and an extra point during the game. Backup kicker then Nick Keller pushed a 46-yarder wide with a minute remaining, a minute remaining, or whatever it was. Uh, drop punts, uh, drop passes, drop punts. Just an ugly game to watch. Early drops by Clemson, like I said, and goal-to-goal opportunities, and they fumbled the ball. But Clemson won 2019. Louisville done for the playoffs. Forget about them. The second game, Oregon totally dominated Minnesota. The Oregon we're used to, 42-13. Dante Moore, 27 of 30, 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, completed 90% of his passes. Unbelievable. Kenyon Sanding, 8 receptions, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Oregon total yards 510. Minnesota 200. Oregon 9-1 now, 6-1 in the conference. They're definitely going to be in the playoffs. You know that. We've got the NBA last night. The Knicks now 8-4 with a 140-132 win over the Heat. Karl Anthony Towns continues to play. Brunson also. Karl Anthony Towns continues to play extremely well. 39 points, 11 rebounds. Nate Powell for the Heat had 38 points. The Nets 1-11 now. The Magic came back from 16 points to beat the Nets 105-98 in Orlando. The Pistons, without Kate Cunningham, beat the 76ers 114-105. They're 11-2. They were down by 12, and they came back to win. The Lakers now 9-4 without LeBron James, 118-104 over the Pelicans. Doncic 24 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists. Austin Reeves 31-4-7 for the Lakers. You had the Rockets. They're starting to play really well now. They beat the Blazers 140-116. They're now 8-3. Sangan 25 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. Durant 30 points. The Timberwolves 124. The Kings 110. The Timberwolves 8-4 now. A 5th straight loss for the Kings, by the way. Combination of Edwards and Randall, one of the better combinations in the league. 30 points for Edwards, 26 for Randall. You had the Bulls in overtime. They beat the Hornets 147, 141-134. No, the Bucks. Excuse me, my bad. The Bucks beat the Hornets 141-134 in overtime. Antetokounmpo 25 points, 7 rebounds, 18 assists for the big guy. Kuzma 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Hornets. Bridges had 32, and Knuppel, the young guy, had 32. So that was the Bucks over the Hornets in overtime. You had the Clippers beat the Mavs in double overtime. James Harden, 41, his best game of the year, 41 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists for the Clippers. And a good matchup. The Warriors edged out the Spurs. 2 free throws late by Steph Curry, 109-108. Warriors over the Spurs. Curry hit 9 threes, had 49 points total. In the NHL, the Flyers now 9-5-3 as they won on a shootout. They beat the Blues 6-5. Tippett, a goal and 3 assists for the Flyers. The Penguins now 9-5-4, final in overtime. You had so they beat the Preds beat the Preds beat the Penguins 2-1. Penguins still 9-5-4, but the Predators snapped a 5-game losing streak. The Hurricanes in overtime now 12-5. They beat the Canucks 4-3. Svechnikov 2 goals and assists for the Hurricanes. The Islanders in overtime beat the Mammoth 3-2. In college basketball, you had Duke 100, Indiana State 62. Cam Boozer 35 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. You had UCLA, good game. UCLA number 15, number 5 Arizona. Arizona went in there and beat UCLA 69-65. Number 6 Michigan 67 went in to beat TCU 63. Lendenberg 14 points, 10 rebounds for Michigan. Kentucky Iron Butterfly Eastern Illinois 99-53. Texas Tech beat Milwaukee, number 11 Texas Tech 80-63. Number 14 Illinois now 4-0 as they beat Colgate 84-65. McCurvick for Illinois 27 points, 21 rebounds. You had North Carolina Central went in to play UNC and the expected result, Iron Butterfly 97-53. Gonzaga beat Arizona State 77-65. You had Arkansas beat Sanford 79-75. Creighton all over Maryland Eastern Shore 84-45. And UCF kind of stunned to Texas A&M 86-74. They were down by 14 points. Iowa beat Xavier. Iowa now still stays undefeated at 3-0. They beat Xavier 81-62. And the women, number 6 Oklahoma beat North Alabama 89-61. Number 7 Baylor went into UNLV and won 62-54. Number 15 Duke in West Virginia. West Virginia upset Duke at home. West Virginia now 4-0. They won 57-49. No Major League Soccer, unbelievable. I don't know, ridiculous schedule, but they don't resume playoffs until next Saturday. I don't know why the big break. Just, I don't know, international play. Maybe the players are going over and playing internationally. You had the games today in college football, some big games. Michigan and Northwestern, number 18 Michigan. Now Michigan's still hanging in there at 7-2. But Northwestern has an outstanding defense. It's going to be a tough game for Michigan. I think it's going to depend on how Bryce Underwood of Michigan plays as quarterback for the Wolverines. Notre Dame and Pittsburgh, another really good game. Both 7-2. Pittsburgh with their high-powered offense against Notre Dame's strong defense. The key could be Love, halfback for Notre Dame. See how well he does if he plays at a Heisman Trophy level. You have South Florida and Navy, both 7-2. 1-2 in the American Conference. South Florida still has a chance to get in the playoffs with the win. If Navy wins, I still don't think they'll be ranked high enough to get into the playoffs. But if USF loses, they're done. Another big game, TCU and Baylor. Baylor is 8-1, number 12 in the country, but TCU is a tough team. That's 6-3. Then you have Arizona 6-3 going into play Cincinnati, number 25. Cincinnati has to win. Arizona, good defense that Arizona has. And you've got the quarterbacks, Fitter against Sorsby. Fitter, no one talks about for Arizona, but he's thrown for 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And of course, Sorsby, he's thrown for 2,064 yards, 21 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And then you have Oklahoma and Alabama, maybe the biggest game. Number 11, Oklahoma going into Tuscaloosa. Oklahoma 7-2, Alabama 8-1. Ty Simpson for Alabama, 2,461 yards, 21 touchdowns, 1 interception. Alabama has an 8-game winning streak. 7-2, Miami hosts North Carolina State. Depending which quarterback plays better, Bailey or Beck. Bailey for North Carolina State last week had a great game, 24-32, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns. Carson Beck is due for a big game. We'll see what happens. Iowa and USC, 21 Iowa, 17 USC. USC hosting Iowa. Maave, a good year for USC. 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Lemon's been running the ball good for USC, so Iowa needs to stop him. Virginia and Duke. Virginia number 19, both high-scoring offenses. Utah and Baylor. It's Utah and Baylor. Okay. Utah 7-2 going into play Baylor. And then you have another great game, Texas 7-2 and Georgia 8-1. Until Alabama this year beat Georgia at home, Georgia had won 32 straight wins at home. Archie Manning's going to have to play the best game of so far this year if Texas expects to beat Georgia. So that's it. We've got some good college games today, starting at noon. You can watch them until just about midnight. So that's the review from last night. So enjoy and God bless.